Okay, guys, what's going on? Slaughterhouse Sports here, and today we're going to review Cash Jacobsen, all right? And very, very interesting commit for USC, and I really, really like what USC is doing with this class. Like, again, they just got a lineman out of Georgia that was committed to UNC. We're going to cover that. But we're going to talk specifically about Cash Jacobsen because he has quite an interesting journey here with high school football. So I'm going to pause the video for 1 second to give you guys just a little bit of background that I found on Jacobsen. So he's based out of Jenks, Oklahoma, and that is considered it's near Tulsa, Oklahoma, one of the bigger cities in Oklahoma, but still, like a smaller town, when you look at the landscape of the United States. And Cash Jacobsen last year, he got commits from he was getting offers from some Ivy Leagues. He was even getting a lot of offers from Missouri Valley schools, like maybe schools in the Dakotas. The best school was probably South Dakota State. But what is interesting is that Texas Tech and Oklahoma State, Texas Tech identified him in September, and then the bigger schools started to roll in. So this is a player that's really showing pop as a senior. And I saw that he gained a lot of weight from his junior to senior year. And now we're going to review the tape. And what you see here is you see athleticism from a 290-pound, 6'3", player. And somebody who has versatility that can he could definitely be like a 4 technique. He can play inside maybe as a 3, maybe on the outside of the B gap. And then he's somebody that, if Danton Lynn wants to run a 4-3 defense, he's able to do it. So here I guess he's lined up. I mean, again, still he's lined up right over the guard. Maybe that's I guess a 2 technique. Shows a very, very nice move here. Completely schools this guard. So shows some real wiggle and mobility, which you really, really like. And then again, you see athleticism from him. And it says under the note, plays lacrosse. You could see some speed. You see some power. You see some nasty. So USC getting a kid from the Midwest, Oklahoma. USC getting a defensive lineman from the Midwest, I really think that this is an interesting commit. I think that Cash Jacobsen, hopefully he'll give that locker room some juice, and hopefully he could play really, really physical football. Hopefully he could play really nasty. USC needs some more nasty, specifically on the defensive side of the ball. And this is an exciting, commit. Because sometimes these defensive line players, whether it be in the NFL, a lot of them come from smaller schools. And USC here, I like that they're scouring the landscape. They're definitely not being lazy if they're looking at every single recruit. And here they're looking at an Oklahoma recruit from, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I love the national focus that they're putting on this recruiting. And again, that might have the influence of North Dakota State head coach Matt, Entz. That's the linebacker coach that is familiar, I believe, with this region of the country too. And really seeing Cash, I mean, he's physical. He plays with very good pad level. He stacks. He looks like a pretty solid lineman. This is the middle season highlights here. But USC could be finding gems, in this recruiting class. And they just got to worry about them. All right. I know Oregon. I know Ohio State's gonna, get a lot of 4 or 5 star looks on defense. USC just needs to worry about playing fundamental defense, and these 3 stars could turn out and be pretty special. So here again, this is kind of what you're looking at. I'm sure this clip's been shown a lot to the USC coaches. Here he tracks down a very fast running back. So you see motor, but you also see lateral agility. And so this could be a diamond in the rough, Cash Jacobsen here. All right. This could be a really fun recruit and a commit. Hopefully you look back on and say, wow, how the heck, did a kid in Tulsa, Oklahoma end up coming out to Southern Cal? And that's exactly, I think, what Southern Cal needs is national recruiting, Midwest, and, a little bit of toughness on this D-line. Continue to build this thing. And Dan Ton, I think, is totally the right guy. I've seen a lot of, encouraging signs here from this USC defense, and they just have to run their own race. Like, I know that you can analyze, okay, it's Lincoln, it's going to be year 4, but as a lot of people have told you, like, it's really like year 2 of this whole kind of build to really focus on, on both sides, line of scrimmage, focus on the Big Ten. And I'd be very patient, and I think that this thing's going to click rather quickly at USC. So again, I'm excited for this 3-star commit here, Cash Jacobsen, hoping he works out. Because it's really a great story about somebody who didn't have a lot of offers, doesn't play in the biggest city, and somebody that again has continued to work, and then it's all popped for this player. In terms of interest, towards the end of his career in high school. All right, Cash, congrats.